Hello, my crafty friends. Well, it's that time again. It's Same Six Wednesday, and this is August. And August is the month we're using the goodies that I sent to everybody. Um, I I kind of remember what I sent, but I haven't looked at it since I sent it to them. And that was like in May. so, so I'm going to open it up, and we're going to see what I sent to everybody first, and then I'll decide what I want to do with it. Um, okay. Oh, that's just the note I stuck in there. Okay, neither one of those things are important. Okay, the first thing I put in there was a piece of Braille paper, and then a piece of this paper that I used to edge punch and punched. It's got some gold. You'll see that gold is kind of a theme. And then you put in one of these old, it's a vintage railroad, well, he's a member of the safety committee, it says. But anyway, it's for railroad. It's a railroad document. And then there's a piece of gold paper. It's matte on this side and shiny on this side. And a recipe, a vintage recipe. I don't know what I was thinking. And then some mushrooms. So we've got all of these things. And of course, I can use anything else I want. And we only have to use 3 of these things. But I like to try to use them all. And so far, I've done it. So I want to use them all today, too. I'm going to pause the video and fussy cut these out because I know I'm going to want them fussy cut out. And that'll give me a minute to kind of think about this while I'm doing that. So be right back. Okay, I went ahead and fussy cut these out. And because I know I'm going to want to, I went ahead and inked them as well. So those are going to be my focal points. And I'm doing a spread for each month. So I'm going to do this one right here. That's easy enough. Now I have all of these things, and I want to use them all, but I want to start with this piece of Braille paper. That's going to be my background. And I don't know if I'm going to just crease it and glue it down as one big piece, or if I'm going to tear it. But I do know that I want to kind of ink over the Braille so you can see it. Because this was part of an encyclopedia, and they were trying to save on, space. Encyclopedias take a lot of space, and Braille encyclopedias even more. And so they printed on both sides of it. And so I just want to highlight what's on this side. And that will that'll kind of make where the divots are from where there's stuff on the other side. It'll make them show up too, because the ones that come up will be dark, and the ones that go down that come up on this side, they won't be dark. So we'll start with that. And I think I'm going to get my tear ruler and just tear it a little bit. We'll get down to the part where there's Braille. Don't worry, I'm not going to throw that away. I might need it someday. Okay. So it looks like this if I do that. And I don't really like that. That's a little too much on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and tear it in the middle, and then I'll center them. Well, let's go ahead and tear off here too so it can be. Okay, let's see how much we want to take off. down here, just a little bit, just to the where the braille is. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And now we'll tear it right down the middle. So it's going to look like that. And I like that, but of course we need to ink it. And I'm going to go ahead and ink the outsides of the page first. I mean, after I do this, before I do anything else. And that way, if I ink each step, maybe I won't forget any steps. Because when you put down a whole bunch of different things, sometimes you forget to ink something. And I'm trying to save myself from forgetting to ink something by inking everything as I go. It doesn't show up a tremendous amount on this screen, but it does show up. And so we want to be sure it gets seen. I also want to do in the middle because I'm not because I'm going to have space in the middle. And on this side. And then sorry, I probably should have stopped the video while I'm inking this page, but I didn't. Okay. You can see there's two different colors of green, and that's because this is one side of the hanging file folder, and this was the inside of the hanging file folder. So I'm trying to, you know, minimize the difference as much as I can by doing the same stuff to them as much as I can. All right. We're going to now use a glue stick on this. I think I'm going to actually glue this because this will be harder to glue. We'll try it with this one first, and then we'll, if it works okay, we'll do the other side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was putting it down upside down. Well, now we have some glue on the top. Oh, dear. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. Okay. This time I'm paying better attention. There we go. So far, so good. And I've got these pieces. We're going to move out of the way. Now I've got this. Oh, won't that work out nicely? Okay, we're just going to cut it in half and put half on each side. Yeah. Okay, this one I didn't cut this one very good. Did you see that? When I was cutting it, I didn't do a very good job of it. So I think I did a better job on everybody else's, I hope. I hope I did. Okay, now we're just going to leave those like that because I'm not 100% sure that's what I'm going to want. Well, that is not sticking down, is it? Okay, we're going to have to go back and add some art glitter glue. Some of it's sticking down. Anyway. Okay, that one's mostly good. All right, it's just parts of it that didn't want to stick down. Okay. Now I'm not 100% sure. I may want to put these like this instead of both of them like this, because that may be too samey. So let's just work with the hypothesis that we want them to be like that. And then we've got some gold. And there's enough to go behind them both. So we can use that. So let's just go ahead and okay. This is where the logic of this goes away, because you can kind of see this like it's behind a fence or something, but that doesn't make as much sense. Although I guess you could say that's a curtain and this is outside the curtain. I don't know. Okay. But I do want to make some collaginess here. So let's just take this and do it like that. And maybe I should have just used one of them on each page. Okay, I'm going to have to pause and think about this a minute. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I still need to ink my words and ink these pieces, but I like that. My words say, I love coming home and spending time with you. And then this side says, that was the dream. So I like that. I think that kind of makes it cohesive. And I decided I would ground these mushrooms on the signatures and put these behind here to ground them. So I'm happy with it. But I'm going to go ahead and ink the words first, and I've got to ink everything, but So we'll just do it one page at a time here. And I've already inked that. And I don't know if the ink will even show up on this gold paper, but I'm gonna ink it anyway. It just barely does. Okay. Now we're going to put this right here, and I want to leave a little bit of a lip because I kind of like to frame things a little bit. And then we're going to put this one like that. So let's move this and just put some glue down here. And we'll put some glue down there. And let's set this right here. I think I want to keep with the leaving a little bit of a border. So I'll trim that a little bit. And if we put this right here, and we stick them behind it, okay, we're going to put it right above 430. Got to do something to remind myself where it goes, because it's easy to get it not where you wanted it. Oops. Right above 430. I'm going to go ahead and do this onto here because it'll be easier when it's not on top of that braille paper to do it. Okay. And now we're just going to glue this piece down. I'm not going to worry about putting glue where the lace is because it really doesn't matter. Alrighty. Now then, we would do the other side. Now I inked that already. Work on this a little bit. I can tell from this one that it just kind of wipes off, but for consistency's sake, we'll let them both wipe off, and since a little bit of it stays, we'll be happy with that. Okay, just a second. I need to trim this a little bit too. That was probably too much. Nope, but it was crooked. Okay. Now then, we're going to go ahead and put this stuff back so I can see where I'm wanting everything. Okay, I like that. So let's start by putting this down on there. And I'm going to glue this down here. There we go. And then we're going to glue this down. It's probably not really necessary to glue that side because it's going to be underneath, but we're going to do it anyway. Alrighty, and we're going to let this one come in some so it'll be framed like the other one. And then we're going to put this on here, and I'm going to bring it up so that a little bit of this shows, but put these edges even. Okay, get that off my finger here a little bit. There we go. And now this piece. Alrighty, here we go. I'll let you look at it kind of up close. I like it. I had fun. I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to go below and click on the next person, you know, the first person, the top person in the list below, and go there next and go all the way through. And on each video, click to the next person. I mean the first person. I'm sorry, I said that backwards both times. The first person in line. And by the time you get back to me, you will have seen them all. Thanks for joining our hop. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. God bless you. Bye-bye.